What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Steven. This is Steven in Stereo, and in today's video, we're diving into a newly released EP from Maggie Lindemann. You guys already know I'm a huge fan of Maggie. I feel like the music she puts out is so fucking sick. It's got this amazing, aggressive feel to it while still having like the pop sort of like pop punk writing style, something I'm very fond of. So Maggie delivers time and time again. So in today's video, we're checking out her new release. I think it's an EP, maybe an album. It is 8 songs, 22 minutes. It is called Headsplit. So we're going to dive in. Before we do, I just want to plug my Patreon. If you want to watch this video that you're watching now on YouTube, if you want to watch it on Patreon as a full uncut album listening party where we're going to jam the whole thing together, I don't cut any of it out like I do for YouTube for copyright and pacing and things like that. You can check out that video. It's already live at Patreon, along with the Sucker Punch album listening party / reaction, and of course Paranoia. So if you guys want to check those out, links in the description. But with all those things out of the way, I'm super excited to dive into this project. I've been supporting Maggie since 2021 when I first heard her music, and I've been a fan ever since. So with all out of the way, let's dive into the first track, which is Rip My Heart Out. Setting the mood right there with that fade in. Fuck, she is, you can just hear the evolution of her voice. Like she's got even more control over it, which allows her to do this like haunting sound. There's something very like haunting about the delivery she has of the vocals right here. Let's just enjoy that one more time. Holy shit. That is not where I thought that was about to go. I knew it was going to drop into something. I did not know it was going to come in that hard. God damn. I am such a fan of this type of style of alternative rock. I really love the aggressive, heavily, just heavy fucking instrumentals, and then having this sort of vocal style. Not only does it deliver this sort of haunting feel to it, but it also, I feel like it pushes the emotion, because one of the things about metal and rock and all that I love so much is that a distorted guitar can tell you so much with no lyrics. Like you can fucking, like you feel that shit, right? And I love that Maggie can utilize that to her advantage when also putting out these vocals, especially with the little harmonies and little melodies that are kind of going on, some textures that are coming off of it. It's so sick. It has a melodic chord progression too. Fuck yeah, that guitar comes back, it's so strong. God damn. Fuck yes. Love little moments like this. Again, adding to that emotion, just building up the fucking vibe of the song. Oh, dude, what a fucking strong start to this already. So I love that this feels very, it feels even heavy for Maggie, because Maggie's always incorporated these sounds like this, but I feel like this is very heavy on another level. I also love just how melodic that chord progression is. It sounds so fucking awesome when Maggie is delivering these vocals. And again, it's a very haunting delivery from her. It's a little bit different than I've heard from her. And again, I think that just comes from more time spent making music. You keep getting even better. So I love the vibe that's created. At the end of the day, at least my kind of like opinion on this song is it kind of feels like I'm willing to do anything, literally kill myself, you know, ripping my heart out. Like I'm going to remove my own life to give you life. Like whether that be a positive or a toxic situation, I feel like with the style of instrumental here, it feels like it might be from like a like almost like a overly emotional, like sad part. Like I am willing to give everything to you just to give you life. And, you know, that can be so traumatic in your own way. Like, oh my God, I'm willing to give everything to this person, even if they're maybe not even great to me. Like, I'm just willing to do everything for them just for them to be able to continue on with their life, which can be very sad. So fucking strong start. We're diving into the next track, which is Die For. Dude, yes, that palm mute. Dude, I love the instrumental choices on this already. It feels very hard. God, I love when she gets into those higher notes like that. So good. Wait, don't tell me now. Okay, find who you die for, that's who you live for. And I think she says, don't tell me now that I'm 6 feet in the ground. Like, don't tell me that the person that I was willing to die for is the person I should have been living for the whole time. Ooh! Maybe don't tell me now till we're 6 feet in the ground. Like, if, oh, okay, maybe it's find who you die for, that's how you live for. Don't tell me now till we're 6 feet in the ground, meaning we're willing to die for each other, so we're living for each other. So until we both die together, that's when we need to actually be finding this out, because it turns out we were right all along. So fucking good. Fuck, dude. She's got such a good blend of a couple of genres that I have a just such big amount of love for, and I feel like that blend coming together is that signature Maggie Lindemann style, which is cool because her signature style still changes, it still evolves, like it's still getting better, it's still finding its groove, and I love that because I don't want her to put out her, like, you know, first couple EPs and then that would have been it, right? No, we got Sucker Punch, which was a fucking amazing album. And now we're getting this, and you can hear that evolution from 2021 when I first started listening to her until now. She's really like almost found a way to find the style that she created, but still like master it, still maneuver it, still find a way to make it interesting and fun. And then you get a song like this, which that blend of this instrumental combined with that power that she has in her voice, you get Die For. It's fucking sick. Okay, this is Deprecating featuring Sick Brain, who she has collabed with numerous times. Woo! Oh. Now, this is one of the things I love about Maggie's style is that collaborating with Sick Brain. Sick Brain's got gnarly vocals, right? Can bring in some of this really cool fucking aggressive sound. But like this wouldn't fit in just any style, right? It wouldn't fit with just any song. But because of Maggie's influences brought into her music, regardless of what she tries to bring with it with her own style too, there are things that can exist in this space simply because it's fucking primed for it, right? And that's why Sick Brain and Maggie can collaborate so effortlessly. Like this is the biggest thing that I try to tell people. And it doesn't matter because my opinion means nothing. But what I always try to tell people is never try to box yourself in. Never put yourself in a situation where you can't experiment. I look at these artists that are so successful that go on to do these crazy things in music. But like a lot of the times because they were willing to not box themselves in. I think a really great example is like an artist like Ed Sheeran. Like Ed Sheeran will put out a hip hop album and put out a pop album simultaneously. Like I think that, you know, just looking at that sort of like style for music, being able to just like do just about anything, it's fucking awesome. And honestly, you get sick collaborations like this. Goddamn, Sick Brain is going fucking off on this. Talking like you're dignified. Where's the cut like these kind of vocal trade-offs are another reason I like shit like this. You know, Maggie's got a little bit of a higher range, and so even when Sick Brain isn't doing the aggressive vocals, it's still a little bit of a lower tone, and I love switching over, like, just that fucking relationship between that lower tone and that higher tone coming off of like such aggressive vocals. It's so fucking cool. No. Okay. So this, I'm going to tell you two things. This is one, Sick Brain and Maggie together doing these vocal trade-offs. I could listen to that forever, which what I'm about to say, I feel like Sick Brain style, even the style of this song is even a little bit more like adventurous than I even listen to sometimes. Like, I've never really gotten into the almost like EDM infused like metal or like industrial metal kind of thing. But what I will say is this is a really fucking great kind of like jump into that, because I think Sick Brain fucking delivers all over this. And what's really cool is getting to hear that sound, that aggressive style, and like, again, opening my mind up to that. But at the same time, having Maggie come in again with that higher range, and there's something so beautiful that is just like feeding off of the two of them. This was a 2-minute song, but it felt so much longer than that because it felt just like they were so heavy and that we were going on a journey together, which is fucking awesome. But yeah, there's a genre of music that I haven't really listened to much of. You could tell I like did not know what the timing was going to be on any of that. Again, so fucking sick to be able to pull that off. Okay, the next track is You Hold My Love.
Trust has been my weakness. My soul has been too generous. But you will always risk it. It makes it smart to cross your lips.
Ooh. Letting that synthesizer breathe right there. I'm a really big fan of like the instrumentals kind of like allowing space for Maggie to just have these kind of vocal runs. I don't really remember us listening to her doing a lot of that, but I love that it's really building the atmosphere throughout these tracks. Oh. Fucking so sick. Woo! Dude, her voice is so fucking haunting through this in the best way. Dude, I could listen to this for fucking ever. Like, specifically this song. I don't know if it's just, okay, I think what it is you've got the tempo of this, of the drums, but you have like the overall melody of this instrumental, the overall chord progression, like everything is much slower, right? But then you have these drums come in with these really fast break thing, which is kind of super cool to hear over Maggie, you know, giving us these very like big vocals. Like the vocals have so much delay and reverb on them. They just exist in so much space, which is incredible. And I feel like it's the combination, the relationship between that slow build in the vocals and that sort of like haunting feel mixed with this fast break sort of like drum pattern. I love this so much. I could listen to this forever. There's like multiple emotions going on. You got multiple melodies going on. My brain doesn't really know what it wants to focus on the most, which is what it's like to have ADHD anyways. And I just feel like it's such a great fucking delivery for You Hold My Love. At the end of the day, I love hearing Maggie's very like big haunting vocals just ever present throughout this track. Okay, this next track is One Last Time. Woo! Oh, that's fucking sick. Love those palm muted riffs. Let's go. Fuck yes. I'm a huge fan of her vocal delivery in styles like this, when it's not really spoken, but it's almost like based on the tempo and the cadence that she uses, it almost feels like it's spoken. I'm a big fan of this because in this style, especially when you hear like the very like, you know, scaling up chords, everything's very melodic and very big in that chorus. I like when a verse is like this. You got really cool instrumentation going on, but really we're just following that flow of Maggie. We're just listening to the story right before it dives into this huge fucking chorus again. It's so fucking, like, epic. Nope. Oh. You know, I thought there was going to be a drop right there. It'll be right here. It's coming. Yep. Ooh. Is it Reapers don't give one last time, or Reapers not giving one last time? I'm not quite sure, but I love what she's saying here. The idea being that we're all going to meet our maker. The end is going to happen. And at some point, you're going to have to live with the regrets of the decisions you chose to make or to not make, which means that life that you need to live, you got to live it. Every time you do something, you just got to do it to the fullest, because you don't know when you're going to get a one more time. The Reaper is not going to say, hey, yeah, you want to ride it one more time? Yeah, go ahead before I fucking kill you. I think it's very important to remember this. And I can tell you from experience that when I was young, I didn't even think about dying. And then once I reached almost 30 and then beyond, you do think about it a lot more, because it becomes like this, it's a quest now. And I start to think to myself like, wow, when I was younger, I wish I would have been this aware about the fact that I'm going to die, which is crazy because I've already almost died multiple times before I even made it to 17. So like, yeah, it's fucking crazy. You got to fucking live your life. Enjoy it. Do the thing you want to do. Be the person you want to be. You know what I mean? Because you don't get one last time. Maggie's telling you fucking right here. You just weren't listening. All right. This next track is 24. It's Maggie Lindemann featuring Alexis Monroe.
Feels like my time is wasting. Can't catch the dreams I'm chasing.
Fuck.
My thoughts are turning so hateful. Maybe I'm a little unstable.
My thoughts are turning hateful. Maybe I'm a little unstable.
Damn, you're aging. Another year. I've been searching for
Damn.
life worth something more. Let's stay 24.
Oh, Maggie, you are not the only one. Do not ever feel bad about that. Aging is the dumbest fucking thing. I'm glad that I get to do it. Like, I'm thankful that like it didn't end at 17. Like it definitely should have. Not should have, almost did. And I feel like as you get older, this conversation is just going to get worse. I feel like lost at 24. At 24, I didn't realize I was lost until I made it to 29 and became, you know, I had always been depressed, but the most depressed, because turns out you can't stop the clock. You can't turn back the clock. I'm not trying to quote Armor for Sleep there, but you can't turn back the clock. And yeah, it gets harder as you get older. But I guess like the one thing is kind of like, you know, going into one last time, as she was just talking about. I think that when you get to this point in your life, the point that Maggie's at, the point that I didn't really notice till I was 29, is the part where you have to say yes to things that you want to do, and you have to do things you want to do, and you have to, cliche as it sounds, remove bad people from your life. The reason that all that matters is because there will be a final day for you. And do you really want the final day that you had spent with people that you didn't even like and doing things you didn't even want to do and feeling the way that you like. It's so fucking easy to sit here and talk about those things, but it fucking sucks in the moment when you realize how much time you actually wasted. You get one fucking life. Think about the people you've wasted it on before, but you can't dwell on that. You have to be able to look forward because yeah, 24, you want to stop the clock and turn back, but a lot of people didn't even make it to 24. So one, celebrate that birthday because you know that you're shining, but two, now you have to try to navigate your life forward, knowing what you know now. Because I assure you, I would love to go back in time, but where I know everything I know now, because when I was a teenager, I was dumb as fuck. So what did I even know? Whatever. Whoa. Yeah, obviously we're going to do an Alexis Monroe reaction. What the fuck? God damn. I also just have to point out that the influence of early 2000s like alternative rock is so present on this fucking album, and I love that so much. Another fucking amazing track. I love the lyricism to this. I can relate, and I can assure you that all of us will have to relate to this at some point. If you do not already, you might as well just get used to it because it'll make things a lot easier. I love Maggie on this. She sounds fucking incredible. Alexis has an amazing voice as well. There's a couple moments where they harmonized and it sounded so good together. And I feel like this song delivers that, again, early 2000s fucking hard rock perfection sound, which I love. Also, just want to say, I'm enjoying this EP a lot. Is it an EP or is it an album? It's so hard to know these days because you could have a full album with 8 songs. I mean, it really doesn't matter, but I don't know. Maybe it's an album. It says album. We're saying this is an album. This is not an EP. This is an album. This is Headsplit. It's definitely an EP, probably. Damn, I really don't know. No, it's an LP. It's an EP. Oh God, Headsplit LP, EP. Okay, whatever. I give absolutely up. Okay, this next track is Hostage. Oh my God. That payoff was worth it. I really liked the, like the gate kind of thing at first, and then it was going on for a long time, and I was like, oh no, what if it's the whole song? But of course it's not, because this fucking chorus comes in and it was absolutely worth it. That melody up, it's played up super high, so fucking good. Ooh, dude, that, like, there's so much cool production fucking happening on that song right there. So just starting with the fucking guitar and having that just like, every other, maybe it was, I'm not even going to try to do the fucking math on what beat that was on. Doesn't matter. It sounded so fucking cool, but like, right, even things that sound really cool, if you do them for too long, like it could be too much. And so at first I was like, oh wait, is this going to be the whole song? But like, it's Maggie Lindemann. Of course it's not. So like, it gets to this point where it finally just like fades in and lets that full distortion come through, and god damn, that payoff was worth it. That chorus is written so well. It is so big. I'm also such a fan of the super high octave that counter melody, or that melody is playing up at the top. It sounds so fucking sick. I couldn't tell what instrument it was, but fucking awesome. And again, this whole time, there's so much going on in this production, but then you have Maggie Lindemann, who literally just fucking owns the track and has this like voice that is so unique and just delivers throughout this entire thing. Like every single time she's singing, she's taking you on a fucking journey. And I think that is truly one of the most amazing things to be able to do as an artist. Like to be able to take my hand and guide me through these amazing instruments so that you're not forgotten. Because like when you have instrumentation like this, you know how many bands I listen to where I don't even think about the vocals at all. I'm just like, man, the instrumental like is so incredible. I just need to keep listening to this. Like that happens. And I love, because like I have ADHD brain. I'm immediately going to take hold of the melody and run with it. But Maggie's like, no, Steven, come here, take my hand. I'll show you. Let me take you through the fucking valley of this song. So incredible. All right. This last track is Taking Over Me. Oh, featuring Josiah. Oh, I love the drums. Okay, that is just fucking real lyricism right there. I got this anxiety, it won't stop. I have these voices telling me to stop. I have basically my entire life overthinking and throwing me over the top of everything. I feel like I am overreacting to all these situations and it's taking over me. Dude, if I could just not take antidepressants and anti-anxiety medication, that would be my choice. But that's literally what I have to do to keep those kind of thoughts from taking over my entire existence. So I fucking understand. And then what makes it even more hard hitting is when you think about the theme and the concept of the song and now really pay attention to the instrumental, because I feel like that is the fucking clash and the war that goes on in your head when you live with anxiety like that. Okay, you can tell Josiah fucking delivers here. I will say that this part right here, I'm not really into the like the sort of rap hip hop or like the really metal hip hop that is not even metal, but like I don't really listen to like Ghost Main and all that. I don't know. I just haven't really gotten into it. Maybe I should give it some more chance. So you can tell that Josiah definitely has that kind of style, and it sounds exactly like what I would expect it to, but I have not listened to enough of it. It's a style that I have not yet like gotten super into. My brother like loves, he's always like, oh, you gotta check out this Ghost Main song. And I'm like, yeah, but like, I don't know. There's something, I don't know. I'm just not there yet. Now this is sick as fuck. Fucking love the ending to this so much. That was heavy as fuck. Again, when I'm talking about the Josiah thing, like I love all of that. I love the heavy as fuck. I just haven't got into like the rap cadence, death metal sound, and like that's just, I'm just not there yet. I haven't listened to a lot of it, but I love what Maggie does with especially that chorus. I love when those drums are super fucking fast. You feel like the air is just flying at you, and Maggie's got this like really awesome like vocal cadence that she does over that whole thing. It's so sick. And again, the lyricism of the song to me is really everything, because the entire sound of this is exactly what it feels like to go through that war within yourself. And I love that she's not only able to capture that from a just sonic standpoint, but also that lyrical value, all while at the same time being, at least on this track, but really just the whole record, having a very early 2000s sound. I think that's so sick. I do feel like this last track has a little bit more of a nu metal sound to it, which was still popular in the early 2000s. So it goes with what I was saying, but it sounds so fucking cool here. Dude, you can just tell that Maggie Lindemann is in her zone. She's in her space right here. She's feeling it. And you can tell that that comfort level is going even further. I love Paranoia. I love Sucker Punch, but there's something about the evolution that has got us to here. I love that there is a double down on certain sounds, which is really fucking awesome. This is a very heavy record, even though it's got a couple ballad type style moments to it. This feels like a very heavy record, and it's so cool for her to double down on that heavy sound, you know, while still gaining popularity, and at the same time still working out her craft on her vocals. I feel like I loved her vocals from day one, but she sounds even better here. I think there is a little bit more experimentation going on here. I think she's not afraid to like stick to some of the styles from the early 2000s as terms of like utilizing pieces of that in a song, but still making it uniquely hers. I think that's really important to be able to do. And at the same time, like, I love to see all the features on this. 3 features, which is cool out of 8 songs. And already just off this, I've learned more about Sick Brain. Hearing those lower registers from her are fucking awesome. Those aggressive vocals are sick. And you can tell from the Sick Brain and Josiah thing that there are more genres of music that I definitely need to be listening to. But also Alexis Monroe. Fucking amazing sounding voice. I definitely feel like I want to do a reaction to her music in general. But overall, I just feel like this record gives the energy that I would want. It's so cool because with Maggie, I know that I can pick a record from her. And even though I don't know what it's going to sound like, I know the vibe she's going to give. And I love that she continues that time after time. I feel like it's so easy for an artist when they are putting out records and they are, you know, on the grind. I feel like it's so easy to change your style a lot. I feel like it's easy to look at what's doing most popular and dive into that. But I feel like this style that Maggie does, it's not the most popular style of music. It was at one point very popular, but it's not the most popular. So how do you take a style that's like that? How do you bring your own element to it and make it something that not only sounds like something we want to listen to, but that sounds fresh in 2024? And that's exactly what we get here. So I love all of the instrumentation on this record. And I feel like the band she works with, or however that comes about here, the producers she works with or whatever, holy shit, like, sounds fucking amazing. But also I just love that, you know, she really sets the tone of all these songs, regardless of how heavy those instrumentals are. She is the fucking main attraction here. Everything else is secondary. And the fact that that feels that way throughout this whole album is incredible. So I don't know if this is an EP or an album. I'm going to say it's an EP, which means I hope that we're getting another album from Maggie. I don't know if you're going to see this, Maggie, but dude, you're so fucking cool. Like, this is so cool. Like, you did it again. And I feel like you're going to keep doing that. And I can't wait to keep watching, at least for my time before the Reaper comes and takes me. Hopefully I get to at least experience some more of your music. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Like I said, go check out Patreon for the other album reactions I've done for Maggie. It's been really cool. Also, you know, make sure you guys like this video if you like it. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. You can share this video. Actually, if you guys are watching this on Instagram, or not on Instagram, but if you're watching this and you like post it on Twitter and you tag me, or you post me on Instagram and you tag me, I will almost always share it. So like, yeah, do that. But I love you guys. I will see you all in the next one. Peace.